going everyone? Liam Catterson here, and today we're going to be reacting to chapter number 2 of volume 6 of RWBY, which is called Uncovered. So there were a couple of comments in the last episode regarding about how this might be the best opener to a RWBY volume yet, and I have to agree. I mean, you know, the fights, the story of that specific episode, how it led to episode, or chapter 2, should I say, with, you know, Maria coming out and, kind of introducing herself. I believe that's what she's called. I've had people say in the comments that she's called Maria, the person with the glasses or whatever gadget there is covering her potential silver eyes. Yeah, the tone, everything was just really superb about this. And, I mean, we've had Barbara tease chapter 2. I saw that on Twitter about how chapter 2 is like, hold on to your butts, kids. And, you know, I'm really, really excited because, like I said, the first chapter was really, really incredible. And chapter 2 seems like it's going to build on from that hype, that excitement, that wonderful quality. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what chapter 2 could bring us. So with that said, let's just get on with episode or chapter. This is the problem, you see. You spend so much time referring stuff to episodes, and then, you know, Rooster Teeth and RWBY come along and it's like a completely different thing. It is for the season as well, because, you know, you have your seasons, you have your volumes, so you're not quite used to it. I mean, RWBY's just started back up, but you gotta get into that mode again. So yeah, but with that said, let's just get into chapter number 2 of volume 6 of RWBY. This is Uncovered. Let's go. Make some setup changes to the phones whilst this is on. I'm gonna try and learn this song before the end of volume 6. How long did it take for me to get the triumph? I'm wondering. Probably, I think I got it really, really early on. But yeah, I've been a bit busy this week to like memorize the lyrics for this song. So, but I will sing it despite people screaming, "No, don't sing! Our ears!" There we go. It is catchy. I don't know if it's because I'm so used to the Triumph and I think I need time for this to settle in, but it is catchy, just not as the Triumph. Not yet. Oh, is this Sin? Oh. No. 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 God damn it. So, All Things Must Die did, you know, mean about our hopes on getting rid of Cinder. You can't get rid of Cinder. She's just spectacular, but we can't forgive her. Oh. Escape. Ooh. It's not that much of a distance compared to how I think Cinder would land, yeah. Still a bit tall, but I don't know, I thought it would be a bit more taller, considering the, you know, the distance she would fall and all of that, yeah.
God, are you okay?
No, get away! Yeah, just run, just run! No, just run, don't... And that's the last we've seen of her. I
We
would
need
have
to
just
take the relic
legged
to
it.
Atlas?
That's what Oz said.
You've got to be joking. I mean, bright side. We finally get out of this house.
Well, trust me, I'm not crazy about it either. And without the Spring Maiden here to seal the relic back in its vault, it's our best option.
Atlas may be the safest kingdom we have at the moment, but their borders are closed. General Ironwood called everyone back.
Not everyone. The city of Argus is a ways north of us, and it's the primary trading port between Anima and Solitas. They've got the largest Atlas military base outside of the kingdom. There's no way they'd leave it abandoned, and if we play our cards right, I think there's a good chance we could convince them to escort us straight to Ironwood.
I mean, we do have
There's
the
still
missing
there's
heiress
still a
to Genie
chance.
Duck Company.
Ex-heiress, actually.
True, true.
Still,
But if there's a chance of reward money, I say we go for it.
still could
Hopefully
mean
the
something.
first option will suffice.
Glad to see you're feeling better.
Likewise. And while I'm sure we could all use more time to recover, I'm afraid time is of the essence.
Right. As long as that thing's out in the open, its power could fall into the wrong hands.
Speaking of,
Quite vulnerable.
what does it do exactly? Crow never really told us.
Ooh, we gotta get some knowledge
course.
about the relic of.
The Relic of Knowledge has a wonderful and incredibly dangerous ability.
Ooh,
Its user can ask any question, and the lamp will provide an answer.
Intriguing.
the meaning of life.
Incredible.
Why people
Indeed.
like tea over coffee? I'm kidding.
However, it's not without drawbacks. The lamp
Nothing
cannot
ever
tell you
is.
of events that have yet to happen, and it will only ever answer 3 questions
Look at
every
Genie.
100 years.
What? No
Well,
matter who asks.
I guess that's not so
Wow.
bad. Adds a lot of pressure, though.
Then let's put it to a vote. What should we ask first?
Oh no, bro.
Should we ask for more questions? Should we ask for more questions?
They're
No.
not wishes.
I'm afraid you won't be able to ask it anything at the moment.
Oh.
Questions were used before I sealed it away.
Well, at least now we know what
Oh,
it is.
well.
And we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Got to.
Great.
Well, at least it's still safe, I
great.
guess.
We're
At the minute.
stranded. We lost a third of our party, and we have gained a defenseless old lady.
Oh,
My name is Maria Caravera, and I am not defenseless. I'm just a little
yeah,
hard
don't
of
judge a book
hearing
by its
and
cover.
blind without my eyes that are in desperate need of repair. Okay, I'm
Why?
starting to see your point.
Yang, knock it off.
I mean, she's
will
got
ya?
a skull
If we lose our
thing,
cool
like.
now, we'll just be inviting even more Grim.
Does that even matter? Apparently, we've been attracting Grim since we left Haven.
Oh, and how could I forget about that? What happened to no more lies and half-truths?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I think it's time we got an explanation.
Oh. Oh.
I did not lie to you.
Well, you certainly didn't tell us everything about the relic.
Please, now is not the time.
No, we're past that. I want to know why you're still not telling us everything.
It is true that
We
the
don't
Grim
blame
are
them for
attracted
being
to the relics. It's faint but
A bit
undeniable.
pissed off with,
I believe it has to do with their origin,
Ozpin.
but I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, I feared that making you all aware would only add anxiety and negativity. It seemed like the safer option.
You know, I'm getting real tired of people choosing what's best for me.
Is that why you chose to lie to everyone about Lionheart too?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Ooh.
I believed the kingdom of Mistral deserved better than the truth. And I believed Leonardo deserved to be remembered for his lifetime of service, and not the unfortunate missteps he made in his final years.
Missteps?
What Professor Lionheart did was
Yeah,
reprehensible.
Miss
I'm not
Steps
here to
is
argue
sugarcoating it in
but
my
does one lapse
eyes.
in judgment truly negate all of
Ish.
his good? Do we not all have regrets? You may have met Professor Lionheart, but you never met the man he was before Salem found him.
Look,
There is that
we're
pressure
supposed
with
to be in
Salem,
this
but
together. You can trust us. We're not gonna turn our backs on you.
Do you really think Leo was the first?
Oh shit!
That he didn't say those exact same words to me? I'm sorry, but you have to understand that my behaviors are backed by experience. I'm not saying that I have reason to think you will betray me. I'm saying that I have reasons for the things that I do, the secrets I keep. The reason I... Where's the
It was
relic?
in the snow. Nobody
Right
bothered to
here.
pick... I was gonna say, nobody bothered to pick up the relic.
It got scattered in the crash.
Please,
Oh.
hand it over.
So
Uh-oh.
all those times you talked about having faith in humanity, that was just for everyone else?
That's not what I meant to suggest. Miss Rose, the relic is a powerful item, and I simply feel as though it is my burden to bear.
But you said it couldn't do anything right now.
Why does it matter who carries it?
This is...
I need you to listen to me.
Oz?
Hurry!
Oh, shh.
He's trying to stop you.
Oh,
from
damn. Oh, Oscar.
He'll find out what he's hiding.
This is...
It's Jen. Say her name to summon her.
Her name?
Who? My goodness, this... I'm good... I am so ready for this. I'm just gonna say this is gonna add a lot of pressure with Team RWBY and Ozpin, but holy crap. Let's go. It's kind of like a Genie though, isn't it? 3 questions, like 3 wishes, but they're not wishes, they're questions. Oh? Hey?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I would be creeped out.
What knowledge do you seek?
I would just ask something really redundant, like... What about all the droid attack on the Wookiees? Something redundant. No, this is why you shouldn't trust me with anything. Uh-oh. Well, Cinder's got different hair, I guess, so... She could just look like Cinder. Oh, so the hooded person was Cinder. Okie dokie. Like in the intro. Spiderweb. Is it the group of spiders? The web?
That's
the World
far
Wide
enough.
Web? Damn. Oh, damn. That...
Okay.
Money pays. Well, Liam, but...
You're Little Miss Malachite?
I'm Little Miss gonna skin you alive if you ever take that tone with me again.
Ooh!
Looks like your life savings.
It was somebody's.
Oh, shit.
Cute. What do you want
She
for
killed
it?
that... Oh, damn. God
I'm
damn it,
looking for
Cinder.
these travelers.
God damn it, Cinder.
Well, sweetheart, you came to the right place.
God damn it, Cinder.
A little jumpy today, hmm? You know, I used to be afraid of spiders.
I know,
Wanna know what
one
I
of my
did
friends definitely is.
Learn to kill them.
Oh no, the world needs spiders. I just made the spiders work for me. Give us a week. We'll
This is
find
not
your
good.
travelers.
This is not good. Oh boy.
Little Miss, we already know where they are. That
Oh.
big guy asked about him last week.
I know we know. But what we don't know is who here in Mistral might be asking about her.
Ooh. Does she have a kind of an idea? Well,
A being created by the god of light to aid humanity in its pursuit of knowledge. I've been graced with the ability to answer 3 questions every 100 years. You're in luck, as I'm still able to answer...
That's enough!
Ozpin's out to...
2 questions this era.
Didn't you say all of them was... to prevent them from asking?
It's a pleasure to see you again, old man.
Ruby, please. Don't.
She's gonna, though.
Hey,
Ooh!
do
That...
whatever you think is right, kiddo.
I'm getting a bit jumpy on Crow. Crow's just, like, there. Don't wreck on Crow.
What is Ozpin hiding from us?
Yes! Oh,
What?
holy crap! What the hell? The way he just launched at her was... He's transported her somewhere. Oh.
Ruby! Ruby? Yang?
What the hell?
Once upon a time, there stood a lonely tower
The reality stone.
that sheltered a lonely girl. Named Salem.
What? Holy... Are we ending there? Oh, Holy shit! I am absolutely ready. Holy shit! Okay, colour me hyped for the bloody next episode. I mean, whew, that was a doozy. Now I'm sure as well, there was also talk about the girl, a girl in a castle or something like that. Back when Pero was still alive. I'm sure there was talk about that. And if, you know, my thoughts are right, then I think we're going to discover there's more to that with, you know, the girl's name being Salem. We're going to find out more about Salem, what Oz did, everything that went on. Oh, I am so interested to see how, you know, Salem transformed into this, you know, young girl who seemed so fair into something more devastating, and find out, you know, how Ozpin is responsible for all of this, because, you know, I have a like, they already look at Ozpin in such bad light, considering the fact that, you know, he lied about the relic, saying like he said, all the answers were, all the questions were asked, for this, I guess, era, because you can only ask them every 100 years. And then, you know, Jin's like, yeah, I've got bad news for you, Oz. We've still got 2. Those 2 questions didn't count. I'm kidding. No, Ozpin covering up, everything. So I'm wondering what was the first question asked. Doctor Who. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm just ready for this. I am just so ready to see, you know, how this is going to go down, basically. How, you know, Salem's story gets told, and, how everything will unfold about, you know, Ozpin's work, and how after this question's asked, and answered, how the team are going to respond to Ozpin. So, yeah, I mean, props to Oscar though, because he fought off Ozpin to deliver that secret message, which was really, really fantastic stuff. But I gotta say though, the way that Ozpin launched at, Team RWBY was absolutely scary, and that's already confirmation that something, went on with something unfair went on with Salem, and Salem's going to have this kind of, I don't know, Marvel tragic backstory behind her or something like that. Like there was some kind of experimentation or something. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, because we know he did that with both the Bronwyn twins, didn't he? So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how. I have no idea what it could be. There are so many possibilities they could go with this in my eyes, and that's why I'm just so interested. I'm just waiting for Rooster Teeth to just hit me with whatever they've got lined up for the next episode and just blow me away, because, there's so many ways they could go about, how Salem turned into this first, into the person we saw in the tower, to the person who is absolutely scary and cold-hearted and all of that. My hunches are that, well, I don't know if I should make any theories or whatnot, because, like I said, there's so many ways it could go around this, and this is the big one. Salem's the big character. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of. I mean, like I said, there's going to be some level of experimentation to transform Salem's fair self to her scary self, to the point where this was all Ozpin's doing, and Ozpin's the even bigger. I don't know, even bigger evil, because I'm just thinking back to that really, really, painful outburst, and you think Leo was the first, and, him having a lifetime of people saying that, we won't turn on you, and then, him being hurt and all of that, there's some level of sympathy there, but there is also a scary side to Ozpin. With everything that he's been hiding, how he's tried to keep Team RWBY from everything. I mean, he's even startled Crow in my eyes. I think there's that contemplation for Crow about, what the hell is Ozpin doing? And I think, I don't know if he was going to launch at RWBY or something like that, or if he was going to try and launch it. Well, I think he was going to try and launch at the relics, put the Genie back in a lantern thing. Cause it literally is. It's not wishes, but yeah. Still, the way he just launched and, the way he's been hiding stuff, Crow's going to have that distrust, and you just feel so bad for Crow. I mean, he had his weapons launched because he made a word. Everyone was like, don't you dare. So I feel a bit bad for Crow, but, there's been that partnership with Crow and Ozpin, so you might fear that, the adults are going to agree with the adults, and, I love how Crow stuck up for Team RWBY, do what you got to do. So, I'm just so curious to find out what's going to happen, like what kind of shady stuff went on. Cause I do have a feeling it's gonna be like there's gonna be some reminiscence of Pyrrha when, she was, wanting to be the full maiden and all of that, but on a grander scale, potentially. I have no idea that, I'm gonna have to take some time to analyze my theories, sort out my theories and which one seems more likely and all of that, because, yeah, I have no idea where they could go with this. And that's going to be really, really interesting, because, but it's going to involve something that makes, in my eyes, Ozpin a bit more of a dangerous threat, potentially, especially with the way he acted in this episode. And how, Oscar, was fighting through to get past this evil, and Ozpin was just like keeping him back, just trying to drag him back down. Yeah, it's an absolutely scary situation, and I'm just really ready to see what, you know, could happen regarding Salem's story. It's going to be very, very interesting to find out, but holy damn, I was not ready for that. Like, you know, going into that cliffhanger, seeing a younger Salem, someone who is yet to experience potentially the trauma she's going to have. And I do think there's going to be a traumatic story to her. And, you know, it's just changed her so much. So this could be a bit of a game changer next episode around. But we'll just have to wait and see. Cinder as well. Back. Yay. I mean, we all knew she was... I think we all had an idea she was going to return, though, considering the fact that, you know, she was teased on the poster, and we didn't see, you know, the body. Oh, I'll have to say, though, the way she, like, the way she fell seemed, from my eyes, when, you know, she did fall, it seemed like there was going to be a long way down, and I expected, you know, when she looked up, it looked a bit shorter, the platform, didn't it? Like, it seemed like the distance was a bit shorter than, you know, I had expected it to be when, you know, Cinder fell. Interesting, she's not, some people might say, it might be no surprise that she's cutting her away from Salem, but, considering the fact, you know, you don't want to suffer that wrath for failure, so, it's pretty poopy that someone else might have to, like, Emerald, so, but, I'm interested to see, you know, her aligning, kind of aligning. She's just wanting to know, where, you know, Team RWBY and co are, but I loved that, I was so fascinated with that comment as well, you know, she wasn't the first person to ask about Team RWBY, so, and the big brutish guy seems to indicate Hazel, because I think he's the only one that fits that description, out of Salem's group, because no one else is big brutish. In fact, everyone else, I think, is kind of so lean, and he's like, so he's like the Hulk. But he literally is, like, especially with his aggression, and, you know, you don't want to mess with Hazel, it's like, but yeah, Cinder, back to her old ways of killing innocents, because she killed that guy. Well, I did say, like, the way this is a problem, though, she didn't even make a move for it. She saw the grim arm, and she was just like, I'll just stay here and potentially be murdered. So, I mean, she was in shock. Yeah, obviously, I think, but, well, it's her loss because she's dead now. So yeah, and not just that, but she had all of her Lian stripped and all of the clothes as well, because that was the clothes that she was wearing, wasn't it? So, oof. And I'm wondering, did she strip her, like, I'm not so sure, but did she strip her, the Grim from her arm? Like, I don't know, because you saw that skull hand or something like that. Yeah, I'm wondering if she, you know, tried to cast that away or something like that, like, or unless that, you know, that's part of her, you know, effects of having a Grim arm or something like that. But no, like I said, it was a fantastic story. I'm really, really fascinated to see how Ozpin really screwed up in the next episode, and, you know, just how rough Salem might have had it. I mean, Ozpin's had a lot of roughness to him as well. Maybe maybe Salem, you know, kind of object. Well, here's the thing, what I'm thinking. Ozpin potentially proposed something. Hey, why am I getting Salem confused with Hazel? Salem, you know, rejected that idea. Like, she was probably one of, well, most likely one of Ozpin's favourite pupils or something like that. Someone who, he saw a lot of him in her there. And they both had different ways of ideals perhaps. And potentially Ozpin wasn't having any of that. Kind of fits in line with the whole everyone has gone against my back kind of route. Like, maybe, you know, them two fought alike and then Ozpin suggested something. Salem wasn't having any of it. And then there was some kind of brutish, like, she was forced to undergo whatever he had planned or something like that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the minute, but it's a weird theory, but something's gonna happen, and I'm really excited to see what Rooster Teeth can provide in terms of Salem's backstory, in terms of how much more damage Ozpin gets to his reputation. I mean, it was already pretty damaged with the deception that he fed to Team RWBY anyways. And I don't blame them, because, you know, I would be sick of this secret shit, and, you know, Ozpin's just now lying about the fact that all of the questions for the 100-year cycle in the Relic of Knowledge has been answered. And, you know, there's some vital stuff that's got to be asked, especially with Ozpin, because you can't trust him at the minute. So, yeah, I'm really fascinated to see what they do with Salem's story. But yeah, until then, that was... Yeah, volume 6 is just absolutely... We're 2 chapters in, but holy crap, this volume isn't pulling any punches. They are just throwing us right out there. It's just been fascinating so far, and I'm just loving this volume so much. So, awesome stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!